Let's talk about third-degree assault. In Colorado, third-degree assault is defined by basically two separate actions. The first is by knowingly or recklessly causing bodily injury to another person. So let's talk about what knowingly and recklessly means. Knowingly essentially means that you knew what you were doing at the time that you did it. Recklessly means that you consciously disregarded a substantial and unjustifiable risk when doing that action. The other way that you could be charged with third-degree assault is if, by criminal negligence, you cause bodily injury to another person by means of a deadly weapon, like a knife or a gun or something else, a bludgeon, something like that. The definition of third-degree assault means to cause bodily injury. So what is bodily injury? Well, bodily injury can be anything from a cut or a scrape or a bruise. It could even be the other person saying that whatever you did to cause contact with them hurt them and cause them some type of physical pain. For third-degree assault in Colorado, the maximum punishment is up to 364 days in jail and up to a $1,000 fine. Things can get complicated in a charge like that whenever you add a component of domestic violence. So again, domestic violence is where you have a spouse or a girlfriend relationship or a intimate partner relationship, and then there's an act of third-degree assault against that partner. With a domestic violence tag on a third-degree assault charge, the biggest difference is that now you're going to have a mandatory protection order that says that you can't even talk to your spouse any longer. And secondly, that if you're convicted of that, you're going to have to do domestic violence classes as part of your requirement of the sentence that the judge may impose. These can be very cumbersome and costly, and so you need to make sure that if you're charged with third-degree assault, that you are fighting from the very moment that that charge happens. As soon as you know that that's going to come down the pipe, you need to call an attorney. So how do you defend against a charge of third-degree assault? Well, there are multiple defenses available. There could be a defense of duress, meaning that somebody forced you to do that whenever you didn't want to. But the main defense that we see when it comes to third-degree assault is self-defense. Self-defense applies when you are actually facing a threat or have been assaulted by somebody else that Colorado law allows you to defend yourself within that encounter. But the biggest defense for third-degree assault or any other crime is a factual basis approach, meaning that the state has to prove every single element of the crime charge in order to convict you. But if they fail to meet one of those elements, that's where we get to strike. We can come at them with everything we've got to be able to show that you didn't commit that element of that crime, and therefore you would be found not guilty. Remember, if you're facing charges for third-degree assault or any other crime in Colorado, don't talk to the police. Talk to us.